Hello YouTube land. This is another episode of Becoming Little Miss Bikini. Arguably it could be the last. I'm sitting at the park with my dogs. I walked here today because I did, because I had the time. I think with the sun you won't be able to see me, although whatever. So it's September 28th and I'm supposed to do my first show on November 17th in Pittsburgh for the year, and then another one on December 1st in Miami, the first ever all vegan show. I've been training for 4 years straight, mostly 7 days a week. And then in that time, right, we moved to Pennsylvania and whatever, a bunch of stuff. You can probably tell I don't have that much energy. The last 6 months have been really difficult, but the last 2 years have been relocating to another country and just dealing with all the stress of that. But you know, like as I showed in my videos, I trained while traveling across Canada to move here. I've trained the whole time I've been here. I've competed while I've been here. I have a runny nose, there's bugs everywhere, and I have a super short fuse. So I found over the last while that I'm extremely exhausted, to the point where I get really dizzy if I even stand up. I haven't slept, other than the last 2 nights, I haven't really slept more uninterrupted than 2 hours for the last 3 months. For the most part, I'm probably was getting 4.5 hours of sleep a night. So when I went away to New York with my friend, I got the flu. Just a bunch of stuff happened. Increasingly, I feel that I'm at the end of my rope every minute of the day, and everything puts extra stress on me. So I've been suffering from massive anxiety attacks. In the last, I guess, about 60 days, we decided that we were gonna move into an RV full time, which is super exciting. But because of how training goes, I just haven't been really allowed to be excited for that because I'm exhausted from training and training clients and running 3 businesses. So little things like my coach gave me 3 days off, well, more than 3 days off, but I've only taken 3 days off. So I've just been training clients, and today I had to fight myself mentally to not go to the gym and just walk on the treadmill after I train my client. And because it's sunny out, it's been raining for a number of days in Pittsburgh, to just take my dogs for a walk, because sometimes scheduling my day can be really overwhelming. How much time do I have to go to the gym before I have to be at this appointment? And then do I have time to walk the dogs? So I haven't really, the last 6 months especially, I've just had no ability to let myself enjoy anything. I can't be in the moment and be happy. I'm just, I think I've reached that point of emotional and physical exhaustion. And that you start questioning what is any of this stuff worth. I have Frida, our German Shepherd, is a really intense dog. She's super high energy, and her energy makes me suicidal. She's just always in your face. And so she's a good example, because it's I just kind of let her be her. We never trained her properly, so she's a hot mess at 5.5. She's a sweet and loving dog, but she's just hyper, and I take on her energy negatively as she stresses me out. And so but I haven't set boundaries with her, and she doesn't listen. Like right now, she's destroying a Frisbee. Frida, bring it here. And I haven't set boundaries in my life with anything. And I think that's just like a common theme. Bring it right here. Common theme with my life. I haven't set boundaries for work. I haven't set boundaries for my marriage. I haven't set boundaries for fitness. Nothing. Everything's just kind of like comes up at you all at once. And I kind of envy people who are living in the same old town they've lived in forever, working the same 9-to-5 job, and they have these predictable schedules. They don't have to worry about growing a business, paying employees, dealing with clients on several levels. I don't think you suffer from burnout as much, especially when you're like me, if you suffer from like clinical anxiety. Free to bring it here. Like I can't even, I just, like I'm thinking as I'm sitting here, I wish you would just run away. Isn't that awful? The level of responsibility with her even. Frida, bring it here. So with her, sit. I just have to stop her. Whereas I'd think before that was mean. But I can't. She doesn't listen. So also like, I need to say no to more things, which I think is going to be competing this year. I've got a suit. I went for a fitting. I've paid for fees and registered for one show, but I'm just not in it, and my mental health is suffering. I need to be able to figure myself out before I can participate in a million things. Also, we purchased an RV, and we're moving into it. We're importing a vehicle, and there's some issues with that. We still need to do tag and title on the RV. There were issues with that. The old owner of the RV was just sort of a nightmare because he was a jerk in his whole life, but he's also almost 80 and just kind of out of it. And so dealing with him was just horrible. We tried to go away to Portugal, or we did go away to Portugal for our anniversary for a week, and just wanted that time for us. And instead we were on the phone every single day, several times a day, with this asshole about the RV. So I had a massive mental breakdown. I internalized it for the most part, but I just went like catatonic for like a 3-hour period. And so I haven't been able really, this was a while back, but I haven't really been able to eat as often as I normally could. Like I can probably go the majority of the day without eating. I don't even feel hungry till about 2 o'clock. I've tried to take days off so far. Tomorrow is my first full day off where I'm not going to go into the studio, not talk to anyone in years. I don't even know what's going to happen because I also have the day off the gym. I'm supposed to start back up at the gym on Monday. I'm just not there. I feel like I just don't care anymore. I just don't care. It's not that level of part of prep, like at 6 weeks out, where you're like just exhausted because you're working out so hard. It's emotional and mental exhaustion from being an entrepreneur, and the last 7 years have just been crazy. Jeff's ex-wife is just a holy terror. If any of you people have heard me bitch who are watching now, she created hell on earth for us for a very long time. And we spent about $250,000 trying to fight to see his daughter, which that was a whole thing this year. She got cancer twice in the last 7 years, and so that was a whole thing. The oil and gas industry tanked, and we engineer facilities and pipelines, and that's part of the reason why we came down to Pittsburgh. That's been a big fight for us to keep the business alive and people employed in 2 countries. So a lot of it is the stuff we bring on ourselves and the choices we make in life. But most of the time it just feels like, shit, man, we can't catch a break. And we try to have adventures and do fun things, and it's always sort of clouded by, that's Frida trying to boss me around, by the way. It's always sort of clouded by work, always work, always something to do with work when you try to take a day off. And, you know, originally we put all of our effort into it because we wanted to retire early. We're still on that now, and so, you know, we've decided we're going to push. I got to throw a Frisbee. We got to push for these next 4 years of our US visa and just go on this, like, whirlwind tour. So come the spring, we're going to be moved into this RV. We're going to renovate it. I mean, it's like new. It's gorgeous. It's a nice RV. I'll have to post more about it. And it's on social media as Williams' Wander. You can check it out through my Instagram. I think I've posted some stuff on it or tagged myself. Anyways, we're renovating and creating storage space and creating a mobile office, essentially, with this RV that's like 40 feet long. And then we're going to be traveling sort of in a horseshoe shape to all the oil and gas plays between Pittsburgh and Calgary, really, every state that does business in that industry, to try to make more contacts and get more business, to get our business up to a saleable level and get rid of it, so we can retire to Central America like we planned and open our little hotel there and do that, chill out. But in the meantime, I think it's killing me, and some days it's hard to find the drive. So I guess basically my point is, becoming Little Miss Bikini is becoming Little Miss mentally unstable. And haven't told my coach yet, but I think I'm going to drop out of contests this year. Of course, I can't not train, but it's the pressure of trying to schedule myself and get it in 2 hours a day, on top of everything I need to do. Frida, no, don't wreck it. It's getting a haircut is not treating yourself to something, you know, and I've had to start looking at these minuscule things like that as like, oh, I'm treating myself. My God, you're just doing basic maintenance, and now you're treating that like it's some special event. And although I eat well and I exercise, I'm not taking care of my mental health, and I think that's more important right now. So yeah, there's my big announcement. Set boundaries, take care of your mental health. I'll post another video of what I've been doing for sort of self-care in the last few weeks to try to mitigate the damage in terms of supplementation and meditation and that kind of stuff. So you guys can have an idea of what I have been doing to be proactive. I'm just making this video to be totally honest about the realities of running a business and being 40 and my hormones changing. I went on the pill to try to see if that would help. I'm going to get tested for Lyme disease because I did have a tick a while back, but it's incredible. I'll post in my next video all of sort of the symptoms I have and what I've been feeling, but this was just to update all of you guys watching me with competitive bodybuilding that I think I'm going to shut this season down. Mentally, I just don't think it's going to happen, and the stress is going to prevent me from dropping the weight I need to drop. So we'll see. Best case scenario, I'll do the December 1st show, but 6 weeks out of November 17th, I don't even think I could spell my name if you asked me to right now. So I'm going to play with my dogs and walk back home before my next appointment. I tried to take advantage of some sunlight. It's been raining here for a couple days, but it's warm and it's pretty and the trees are still green. So I'm going to try to be in this moment. Ram Dass, be here now. And thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions about my journey or anything, maybe follow up with the next video that I make and see if I answered anything there for you. Free to stop. that just took the rest of my energy. Yeah, post here, or you can always find me on Instagram or Facebook to send any questions or comments. Have a good day, everyone. Take care of yourself first. Don't let the world take away your sanity. Muscles aren't worth it. Ciao.